This is sick. A little bit. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Miami Miles. My name's Mickey. In today's video, Pawel's E46 M3 in Imola red with the slick top, the M texture sports seats. This is one of the nicest E46s in the entire world. And we're gonna do a quick review on it. I'm gonna tell you if this car gives me the feels and the sensations that my E92 did. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, that car has been sold. I sold my E92. Shocker, but I couldn't justify it, especially with that thing right there. Bang. That's probably the rawest, best experience in the entire world. And every time I jump from that to the E92, I thought it was a luxury car. What are you doing to my car?
Nothing else.
Yeah, just give it a little rust.
So in today's video, we're gonna do a quick review of this. It's got an inline six, manual, not SMG gearbox, 333 horsepower, and it's got the proportions that will likely make it an incredible driving experience. But I think the question is this a better buy than an E92? And today we're gonna find out, so let's get right into it. All right, Paul has disappeared, and I'm not.
Paul is gone.
Paul is gone. All right, bro. So, 2 seconds into this review, and where do I start? Well, steering. Mwah. One of my biggest complaints about the E92 was the steering. It felt big. The car felt big, and this feels dialed in. It feels much smaller and much more nimble. And the thing is, you get so much feel coming up the rack through your fingertips here than you did in the E92 for sure. The steering here is much better. This is the last year they made this car. This is the previous generation to the E92, but I feel like this has an air of rawness that the E92 did not have. And I think that's a good segue into the clutch, because the clutch feels exceptional, and it feels a lot like it does in my 3 RS. The E92 has this weird travel, and I know you guys can like remove some spring or some shit to make that better, but from the factory, this is 10 times better because the travel is so much shorter from the footwell. You just have to come up maybe like an inch, and the clutch engages. It feels so much nicer. All right, here we go. Let's go to redline, 8,000 RPM, and see what it's like. It just sinks, and it's actually for 333 horsepower, very quick. And that's a cop.
That's a cop.
We're gonna get pulled over.
If anyone's gonna get pulled over, it's Paul.
Who's he gonna get?
Oh God.
Is he getting Paul? I don't think he's getting Paul.
Yeah! Let's go!
No pull over. So, clutch is better, shifter is better, steering feels better, and the car just feels much more nimble. I think it does have a little too much body roll. I'm sure you can dial in the suspension a little bit more, but it's just one of these cars that provides a visceral experience, and to be honest, it's honestly usable in a situation like this. Like right now, we're obviously in a road in the middle of Chicago, and the car is sick. This is so good.
Fun.
Another thing you notice too is the size. Like this feels like a compact car, and I feel like every generation BMW gets bigger and bigger, right? We got this in the E, then the F, and now the G, which is more M5 than it is M3. You lost that analogness, especially with the twin turbo engine, even though that car is stupid fast. Like, I love the G series M3s. I love the G80. I really do, especially the X-Drive variant is unbelievable, but you lose the ability to just sink to 8,000. Like, it's not fast with only 333 horsepower, but it's quick enough for you to smile. And this is a straight road. We're gonna hit a couple little back roads now, hopefully get some curves so I can tell you how it handles. But off the rip, better steering, better transmission, better clutch, more nimble. I love the seats. You're seated much lower than the E92. All you E92 fans are gonna hate this video. You really are. But I've owned an E92. I've put 10,000 miles or so on mine. And I think I might prefer this, bro, especially at the price point. All right, let's see if we can do one little pull here. Let's see how the brakes are. These are stop tech brakes, and they actually bring you to a stop exceptionally well. What can I compare this to? Like, honestly, this is going between, it's the same thing as going between my 991 Demand car and that 3 RS. That's the same thing as going from an E92 to this. That car is much more comfortable, it's much more of a grand tour, and this is more nimble, more characterful, it has more of a soul, which is weird because that engine in the E92 I do believe is a little more special than this. But honestly, this builds power in a very similar way, and this I think is more authentic to what an M3 was, a straight 6. And it just sings, just like the E92 engine does. I love this E46. Unbelievable. I mean, bro, this thing is not slow. That was 60 kilometers. Dude, the steering is so good, Dylan.
This is the best car to just drive around town. That's what I miss about mine.
And have you noticed, like, it's actually pretty comfortable for competition. Oh, dude, yes, here we go. A little bend. Oh, but it's big. Little hill toe. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hill toe. And in a place with roads to drive, I think it's better than the E92. And something I don't think these cars get enough credit for is because they weren't so powerful, you could literally ring them out to red line in any situation and not exceed the speed limit. Like, even the GT3 RS is bordering on too fast for a road, especially now how it's been tuned. This is perfect for road. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna die. I can just focus on my driving and the inputs that I'm giving the car and feeling through the rack, dude. Like, you could just place this car on a road right where you want it. It's so much fun. I'm sure this car to drift would be so fun. And look at the houses, bro. Damn.
That's a castle.
Dude, 40 miles an hour and I'm having so much fun.
That's it. That's it.
it.
That's the thing about it. You can drive this car to the grocery store and have fun. And if it had an exhaust, it'd be 10 times better.
So I guess these seats are pretty rare because of the texture that's on them, like this suede stuff right here. Dude, I think that was one of my issues with the M3, is that even though it was low mileage and taken care of, the car wasn't a special spec, you know? And this is.
This is. Imola with this stuff, like, is peak E46.
So yeah, that was a quick blast. I know we didn't do anything fancy, but honestly, I think this is more special as a proposition of BMW as the, or more special than the E92. I'm getting tongue twisted because that was so exciting to drive. In conclusion, versus the E92, handles better, steers better, shifters better, engine is almost as special, car is smaller and it feels more nimble and dynamic and raw. And that's what I like in my cars, which is why I like that more than my other Porsches. Same reason why I like this more than I loved my E92. So anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Look at this situation. Beautiful. If you like that video, go down below, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. Forward to seeing you next video.